Hello everyone, I'm Ethan with the Scanlily team, and today we're going to be looking at how to use Scanlily for bookings and equipment management. We're going to be expanding upon some of our previous topics, looking at some new examples, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Once we've logged into our app, we can go to the upper right hand corner, click on the drop down, then settings and subscriber profile to check out our bookings mode. This is central to the bookings and reservations system. And there's three primary modes you can choose from. The first one is checkouts, which is similar to a library where users can check things in and out. There's the reservation system where users can reserve the item for a certain period of time. And then the most complicated mode is reservations with pickups, where users reserve the item, then come and pick it up, where it is then checked out to them, and then they can return it. So for the rest of this example, I will have my mode set to reservations with pickup, and I will be doing this on a business user from the business perspective. Now, there's a few other important things down here. Cancellation policy, you can set this to a specific time prior to the booking if you want a specific cancellation policy. And you can click on working hours to select when these reservations and pickups can be done. So you could do Monday through Friday, all week, certain times, etc. Let's go ahead and save that for all week. So now that we've looked at the settings, let's look at a specific example. First, let's look at a simple example. Let's move on over to our items and click on Art Kit, for example. If we scroll down to the bottom, and let's say I was a user that wanted to check this out. I can scroll on to the bottom, hit reserve, and reserve it. Let's reserve it for today, starting now, and then our end date, we can select tomorrow for 10:30. Then once we hit reserve, since now we're in that reservation time period, we can go ahead and click pick up or scan the item to pick it up once we are at the location and ready to take it home. Once we click on pick up, it is now in our possession. And then whenever we are finished with it and we want to return it, all we have to do is either scan the item again or click on return. So there we go, now we've returned it and it's cleared that reservation from the system. Okay, that was a pretty simple example. Now let's say we had a more complicated example, for example, a university class, photography class that had to check out different bags to different people or something like that. Let's first move on over to the website to check out a few things that we can do with that. If we move on over to scanlily.com, and once we're all signed in, we can click on our little profile picture and click on invite users. So this is how we're going to invite our different users. For example, these would be students if we're going with the photography class example. We put their email, first name, last name in, and we can choose their role. This is a really key feature because this determines what they're able to do with the items. In the example of a student, probably what we'd want is a standard user where with this role they can add comments and photos to the items, perform actions, and creating and editing work orders, checkouts, and reservations. So that gives them all the things they need while not allowing them to, add more items, delete, etc. Things that you as the teacher or the administrator would want power over. That's how we would add a user. Let's look at a more complicated example with containers. If we go ahead and click on containers, you can see I've already set up a bunch of different kits. You as the teacher or as the administrator can go ahead and already set up the kits that the students would need. For example, the advanced photography kit has all of these different items that perhaps a student would need on a photo shoot or for a specific project. You can go ahead and add this to a camera bag, either place a Scanlily QR sticker on it or not use one. You can use a Scanlily QR sticker on any of these items or choose not to. An important thing to note is that you as the teacher or the administrator can also set custom fields. Now this is incredibly useful for this application in particular, so let's go ahead and click into advanced photography. Once we've done that, we can see I've already set a custom item type as photography, which gives us all these unique fields to fill in down below, as well as a custom category called photography, so that we can categorize these different kits, and we could set a specific class, We could do any number of different organizational things that you need as the professor. And we can run reports on all of these different features using the Scanlily website. So you can see how useful this would be. And let's say we were a student in the team. We can go ahead and click on reserve. We can reserve it for today, maybe till tomorrow. Click on done, hit reserve. Then once we pick it up, we can click on the edit and add it to our calendar if we'd like. We can do any number of things, add our team members from the website if we were in a team. And okay, that's about it for today. We've shown you a more simple example, a more complicated example. We've shown you on the website how to add users, give them specific roles, the team members. All of these features are incredibly useful for bookings and managing inventory and equipment. And we hope to see you next time. Thank you so much.